Hello students, we proceed further with our linear correlation chapter. In our earlier 4 videos, we have come across the two methods, Karl-Pearson's product moment method and scatter diagram method. Now in this video, we are going to learn Spearman's rank correlation method. Karl-Pearson's method to find correlation coefficient is the best method, but this method is used when the variables are quantitative. Many a times, the problems of business, industry, and social science, some situations are there where we have to deal with qualitative variable, that is attribute. Example, beauty, honesty, skill, morality, proficiency in music, dance, etc. All these attribute, the qualitative variable, we are only going to say whether they are present or not. They cannot be measured. These characteristics are incapable of quantitative measurement, but they can be ranked serially according to their proficiency in characteristics. The correlation coefficient computed using such ranks of two characteristics suggested by Charles Spearman is known as Spearman's rank correlation coefficient. Let us have a look at such qualitative variables, honesty and punctuality. Relationship between the judgment of two judges in a beauty contest who ranked the contestants according to their performance in the contest. This is a very easy method. You have to remember 3 steps. First step, if ranks are not given to the variables, you have to assign the ranks. So that is the first step, to assign the ranks to variable x and y. We denote as Rx and Ry. The highest observation is given the first rank, and then the second highest observation is given second rank, and so on. For each variable, ranks are assigned. Second step, difference between the ranks of x and y is calculated, which is denoted as D equals to Rx minus Ry, that is rank of x minus rank of y. Students, remember, the sum of D, that is sigma D, will always be 0. If you don't get it 0, then you have committed some mistake in either calculating the rank or difference. Step 3, we do the sum of the squares of difference of rank of x and y, which is denoted as sigma D square. So these are the 3 simple steps to be followed. Step 1, assign rank. Step 2, find the difference Rx minus Ry, and the sum of difference should be 0. Step 3, we do the sum of the squares of difference in the ranks of x and y. And after that, we are going to substitute this value in the formula. R equals to 1 minus 6 sigma D square divided by n into n square minus 1. A very simple method. When is rank correlation method used or preferred? First point, data is qualitative. Second, quantitative variables when they are given, but there is more dispersion among the values of observations of x and y. In such case, as rank correlation coefficient is more stable about dispersion than Karl-Pearson, so Spearman's rank correlation is preferred. Let us see the merits and limitations. First merit. This method is easy to understand. As I have said, only 3 steps and very simple 3 steps. Comparatively easier than Karl-Pearson's method. Third, for qualitative data, it is the only method. And fourth, when dispersion is more among variable x and y, Spearman's formula is preferred over Karl-Pearson's. Limitations. Ranks are used instead of actual observations. So there is some loss of data, and so it is not as accurate as Karl-Pearson's method. Second, it is tedious to assign ranks when the number of observations is large. Third, this method cannot be used for bivariate frequency distribution. These are the 3 limitations for Spearman's rank correlation method. Let us see one sum. Exercise 2.3. We are going to see this sum. Company A, B, C, D, E, F. Directly see ranks are given. Rank by analyst 1, rank by analyst 2. So very simple, ranks are given. So directly we go for our second step to find the difference. R1 minus R2. 5 minus 6 minus 1. 2 minus 4 minus 2. 1 minus 3 minus 2. 4 minus 2, 2. 3 minus 1, 2. 6 minus 5, 1. And can you see the total of D? Sigma D is 0. And then the third step, we do the squares of this difference. D square. 1 square, 1. Then 2 square, 4. So in this way, after squaring the value, the sum of sigma D square is 18. And now first we write the formula. R equals to 1 minus 6 sigma D square upon n into n square minus 1. Substitute the value 1 minus 6 into sigma D square 18 divided by n. Number of observations are 6. So 6 into 6 square minus 1. 1 minus multiplied 6 into 18, 108. 6 square, 36 minus 1, 35. Multiplied by 6, 210. So 1 minus 108 divided by 210 comes to 0.51. So 1 minus 0.51, that is R equals to 0.49. Now let me make one point clear. The correlation coefficient calculated by rank correlation method is also interpreted in the same way as it is done in Karl-Pearson's method. See one more sum. Same exercise 2.3, sum number 3. Now here value of variable x and y are given and we have to give the ranks. Find rank correlation between the population of cities and the rate of growth of the population. City A, B, C, D, E. Population given in lakhs that we are taking as variable x. 57, 45, 14, 18, 8. Rate of growth per thousand that is taken as variable y. 13, 20, 10, 15, 5. Now here our first step will be to assign rank to variable x and variable y. Let us first assign ranks to variable x. The highest observation, variable x, is 57. So we assign it rank 1. Second highest is 45. So rank 2. Third highest, 18. So we assign rank 3. Then fourth one, 14. We assign it rank 4. And then 8. We assign it rank 5. Same way for variable y. Highest value 20, rank 1. Second highest 15, rank 2. Then 13, rank 3. 10, rank 4. And then 5, rank 5. So, after assigning ranks, the second step, we find difference D, Rx minus Ry. 1 minus 3 minus 2, 2 minus 1, 1, 4 minus 4, 0, 3 minus 2, 1, 5 minus 5, 0. And students, you can see that sum of D is 0. Then D square, square of each value of D, sum total of that is 6. Substitute this value in the formula. R equals to 1 minus 6 sigma D square divided by n into n square minus 1. So 1 minus 6 into 6 divided by number of observation n 5. So 5 into 5 square minus 1. So we get it as 1 minus 36 divided by 120. So 36 divided by 120 comes to 0.3. So 1 minus 0.3 equals to 0.7. If I want to interpret this value, then 0.7 is near to 1. So I can say there is a high degree of positive correlation between two variables x and y. Let us see one short sum which can be asked for 2 marks, where all the values are given to you. You have to simply substitute in the formula. 10 contestants are ranked in a beauty contest by 2 judges, and the sum of squares of difference in their ranks is found to be 214. Find rank correlation coefficient. Now from the information 10 contestants, so n equals to 10. And sum of the squares of difference, so sigma d square equals to 214. Simply write the formula, substitute the values and do the calculation. You can see here, this is the short sum which can be asked for 2 marks. So today here we have seen 3 simple sums for rank correlation method. But students, suppose if either in variable x or y or in both the variables x and y, some observations are repeated, then what? We say tie occurs, and that I will show you in the next video.